Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Dr. Kishwar Sultana, Associate Professor at the Department of History, Allama Iqbal Open University. And today we are going to start a new course code 9105, and this is a BS History course, Early Islamic History. It's a BS level course and 3 credit course, and now let's begin. Introduction of the course. As you know that this course covers the glorious period of Islamic rule up to 662. It starts with the period of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and covers the whole period of the pious caliphate. This period of Islamic history covering the early rulers of Islam is very important, for not only from the viewpoint of politics but in terms of civilization, as it was in this period that the foundation of Islamic civilization were laid. As far as the scope is concerned, which I have already explained you, that this course covers Islamic history up to 662 AD, from the life of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the era of the pious caliphate. What is the significance of this course? The significance of this course highlights the political and civilizational foundations of the Islamic State and its global expansion. One of the most important learning goals of this course is develop objective and critical understanding of Islamic historical facts and themes. Study support. Each unit includes introduction, reading materials which consist required and suggested readings, and model questions at the end of the unit. Assessment focus, encourage analysis and evaluation of historical events using reliable source-based literature. Now, let's begin. What is the purpose of this study? The purpose of this course is to acquaint the readers and the students with the historical fact with objectivity. Point to be noted. What is the objectivity? The objective teaching of Islamic history is of prime importance in this course. And these ideas further expanded into an international power and state during the pious caliphate. It was under the pious caliphate that Arab rule expanded to Kabul in the east, Libya in the west, domain the whole of the Persian Empire. The Byzantine Empire, which later on discussed in detail, was stripped of the Arabs, and Alexander the Great, who proved to be the first world conqueror, and his rule expanded from Greece to Central Asia and Pakistan, but his state proved to be a short-lived phenomenon. After the rise of Islam, particularly starting with the period of Hazrat Umar Raziyallahu Anhu, not only Alexander's old concept of the international state was revived by inclusion into his domain the areas from Libya to Pakistan and Afghanistan, but a system of international state was introduced which was to continue for more than 600 years. This course is divided into 2 parts, that is, Prophet's era and pious caliphate. Part 1 covers the social, political, economic, religious aspects of pre-Islamic and early Islamic Arabia. Though the period is very short and spreads over only 10 years only in terms of its impact on Islamic history as well as world history. It is the most important. Why and how? Because it was in this period that Islam not only emerged successfully but came to dominate in most areas of the Arabian Peninsula, with designs to influence with the whole world. Respected student, you know that the foundation for all aspects of Islamic life were laid in this period. Even the basic principles of Islamic teachings were laid in this period: administration, society, culture, under the Holy Prophet are the subject matter of this part. Part 2 covers the whole period of the pious caliphate from 632 to 661 AD. This period of 30 years is also considered very important in the history of Islam, because this period was ruled by 4 pious caliphs of Islam: Hazrat Abu Bakr Raziyallahu Anhu, Hazrat Umar Raziyallahu Anhu, Hazrat Usman Raziyallahu Anhu, and Hazrat Ali Raziyallahu Anhu, who were very close companions of the Holy Prophet. It was in this period that Islam conquered the Arabian Peninsula and became an international force. Muslim forces carrying the message of Islamic civilizations emerged as the most powerful force in the world. The foundation of these things were laid by the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, yet it goes to the credit of these caliphs also, who expanded the frontiers of Islam by demolishing one of the 2 superpowers at that time, that is the Persian Empire and the Roman Empire. Now, we can summarize the purpose which we have already mentioned in the points. Number 1, to promote an objective understanding of Islamic history among students, among you, focuses on historical facts from the life of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the pious caliphate. Highlight the expansion of the Islamic State under the pious caliphs. Compare Islamic conquest with earlier rulers, earlier empires like Alexander the Great. Emphasize the international character of the Islamic State established under Caliph Hazrat Umar Raziyallahu Anhu. And we will also discuss about the role of the different great generals like Khalid bin Walid and others under the guidance of the Caliph. Now, the question arises, what is the requirement required from the students? Students must engage in critical evaluation of historical facts. Number 1, one of the most important factor. Study both recommended and relevant additional books. Emphasis on reading standard books based on authentic sources. Avoid substandards or unauthentic historical text. Develop the ability to analyze and interpret historical events. Maintain an objective approach in assignments and discussions. Let's start the objectives of the course. There are so many objectives of this course, but here we have given you some objectives. Number 1, to concentrate on the pre-Islamic Arabia, to identify the salient features of the life of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Mecca, to assess the problems and discussions and difficulties faced by the Prophet and his companions in Mecca, to ponder over the main events of the Prophet's life sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Medina, to study the causes, events and results of different battles in Medina, to evaluate the administration, society and culture under the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and pious caliphate. After the study of this course, student will be able to understand how Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam overcame the challenges to establish Islam as a complete system of life. Explain how Hazrat Abu Bakr Raziyallahu Anhu stabilized the Islamic State after the Prophet's death. Analyze the expansion of the Islamic Empire under Hazrat Umar Raziyallahu Anhu and its transformation into an international state. Comprehend the new challenges that arose during the rule of Hazrat Usman Ghani Raziyallahu Anhu. Assess the internal conflicts and governance issues during Hazrat Ali Raziyallahu Anhu. Understand the emergence and leadership which emerged under the Pious Caliphate. See you in the next program with Unit 1. Allah Hafiz.